I mean, obviously the winning regimen they've put up through the last 5 years, of really since they've been in the league. Got such a competitive team every year, got such good players here.
Mitch Marner played 9 seasons with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Then everything changed fast. In July 2025, he said goodbye and went to the Vegas Golden Knights. He also said some strong things about his old team. People are talking about what he really meant. His words were clear. What he said next left fans shocked. On July 1st, 2025, Mitch Marner officially left the Toronto Maple Leafs and signed with the Vegas Golden Knights in a major sign-and-trade deal. The contract was worth 8 years and $96 million.
You know, you want to be in a place where you want to win. That's the whole goal of why we do this. You want to hoist that Stanley Cup. This team has shown that they can do it. You know, I'm lucky enough to now.
Marner was drafted by Toronto in 2015 and played 657 regular season games for the team. In that time, he scored 221 goals and collected 520 assists, totaling 741 points. Upon his departure, Marner released a farewell message on Instagram. He wrote, "Leaving isn't easy. I gave everything I had, but in the end, it wasn't enough." He also said, "That was always the goal, and I came up short." This message came after several seasons of high personal performance but consistent team failure in the playoffs. During his final season with the Leafs, Marner posted career highs, 75 assists and 102 points. Despite those numbers, Toronto did not advance beyond the second round of the playoffs, continuing a pattern of postseason disappointments. After the trade, Marner made remarks that were widely interpreted as indirect criticism of the Maple Leafs organization.
So we were kind of just hanging out at home, not knowing really what was going to happen. With a bit of speculation, maybe something might happen eventually. And then, I don't know, my agent called. We kind of got the word on Friday night that something might be going down with Vegas.
In an interview following the move, he said, "Last year in Toronto, or 2 years ago really, stuff started going a little south. We didn't do what we wanted to do." That quote quickly made headlines. While not naming any individuals, Marner's use of the phrase "started going a little south" pointed to organizational problems. His tone indicated dissatisfaction with the direction of the franchise during his final years. This sentiment was echoed by former NHL executive Craig Button. Button said, "It's on the management. They weren't deep enough to win with Marner and Matthews." Could it have been avoided with Brad saying, "Hey Mitch, we want to sign you?" Button's comments placed the blame squarely on Toronto's front office rather than on player performance. Tensions between Marner and the team had reportedly been building for over a year. Toronto general manager Brad Treliving allegedly approached Marner to waive his no-movement clause in a potential deal involving Colorado's Mikko Rantanen. Marner declined. In the 2025 playoffs, Marner's relationship with fans also reached a breaking point. After a loss in Game 5, where spectators booed and threw jerseys, Marner said, "Flush it down the toilet." That quote drew criticism and was interpreted by some as dismissive. The reaction was immediate. Fans grew more hostile in Game 7. Multiple reports confirmed that beers and other objects were thrown toward the Leafs bench. Marner, along with other players, was targeted during the post-game walk-off after another playoff elimination. After the season ended, Marner made it clear that he had not ruled out staying in Toronto. He told reporters that he had informed the team he was open to going the distance. "I told them I was willing to take it to the distance. I didn't know what was going to happen," he said. Still, Marner decided to move. He cited Vegas's competitive roster, team culture, and environment as primary reasons. He also referenced his family, including his newborn son and wife, as part of the decision. "I think it's a great spot for my family to be. It's a place that really values each other. It's a family-oriented culture and a winning culture," he said. In a symbolic move, Marner will wear jersey number 93 in Vegas, a number retired by the Maple Leafs in honor of Doug Gilmour. Marner used this number during his junior days and said it holds personal meaning. The return to Toronto included forward Nicholas Roy and restricted free agent Matthew Knies. Roy had 31 points last season. Knees signed a 6-year, $46.5 million extension with the Leafs. These acquisitions are viewed as key parts of Toronto's long-term roster restructuring. In a statement, GM Brad Treliving acknowledged the challenge of replacing Marner. "You don't just replace a player like Mitch Marner. We know that," he said. Still, the organization defended the trade as a necessary step forward. Since entering the NHL, Marner's influence in Toronto extended beyond goals and assists. His presence defined an era. His departure now defines the end of it. By describing the situation in his final years as having gone south, Marner delivered a strong message, one that continues to fuel conversations across the league.
Bounces back. Here's Couture from long range. No, he's going to pass it to Michkov, who tips it to Konechny. Konechny moves in. Konechny back to Michkov. He scored! Oh, hit the post! It didn't go! It didn't go!
Matvei Michkov breaks silence, and what he says hits like a bomb. His message isn't soft. It's clear, direct, and aimed right at Kent Hughes and the Canadiens. With Ivan Demidov's name front and center, this is not just talk. It's a serious shot. "Let's find out," Michkov said. "Kent Hughes got an incredible player when he got Demidov. He won't regret it."
I don't, it's a difficult thing to do, Eric. We're going to take somebody at 5 for me to say that person has the potential to be a franchise player is putting a pretty significant label.
This happened just after Michkov did not get picked for the Calder Trophy shortlist. That award goes to the best rookie players. Michkov was honest. He said, "I should have played better." He scored 60 points this season. That is good, but he knows he missed chances. He wants to do more. He wants to help his team win. Michkov is also helping Demidov off the ice. They are friends. He talks with Demidov often and helps him adjust to life in North America. Michkov said, "We'll support him all the way. He's fast and skilled. He can score and make plays. He has everything to be a star." Demidov played in the KHL last season. He scored 49 points in 65 games for SKA St. Petersburg. Then he joined the Canadiens. He got 2 points in his first NHL game and 2 more in the playoffs. He is now in Montreal training for next season. Michkov's words mean a lot. He didn't just say Demidov is good, he showed he believes in him. It also tells Kent Hughes that Demidov should be a big part of the Canadiens' plans. Michkov also talked about his coach this season, John Tortorella. Tortorella is no longer with the Flyers. Michkov said Tortorella helped him a lot. He said, "From the first day, he was honest with me." He also said, "Sometimes we disagreed, but we always talked it out." Michkov sent Tortorella a goodbye message. Tortorella said it meant more than any other message he got. Now Rick Toche is the new Flyers coach. Michkov doesn't know him yet. He said, "I just hope I'll have freedom on the ice." He explained what he means. "When I feel limited, I focus on the wrong things. I just want to help the team make the playoffs. I'm tired of losing. I want to win." Michkov said his favorite game was against Montreal. He almost scored a hat trick, but missed by an inch. Still, he said the best moment was scoring his first NHL goal. He also talked about life off the ice. He spends time with other Russian and European players. He said, "We had a close group. Everyone got along."
Были определенные сложности,
There were some difficulties,
но мы с ними справились.
but we overcome them.
Michkov moved from Russia to North America. At first, English was hard, but now he understands most things in the locker room. He speaks English as much as he can. He also talked about defense. "If you don't play good defense, it's hard to win in the NHL," he said. "Hockey is a team game." He's working on that part of his game too. Michkov shared advice from Tortorella. "He told me I play with passion. He liked that. He's the same way. We talk for 15 or 30 minutes. I learned a lot from those talks." One more thing happened this month. Michkov was in a car crash in Dubai. He was not driving. His friend lost control of the car. Flyers general manager Daniel Briere said, "Everything is fine." Michkov was not hurt. Some reports say the rental company caused problems. They may have taken passports and left out important info. One report said there was alcohol involved, but nothing has been confirmed.
All right, so Matvey Michkov was traveling around Dubai. The guy loves Dubai, goes there in the off season all the time, and he gets in a car crash with a friend. Now, there's pictures of the car. It doesn't look good, but apparently, according to Jackie Spiegel, I think at NBC Sports, could be the Inquirer. I apologize, Jackie, if you're watching this.
Michkov is okay. He is focused on training for next season. He also talked about another young Canadiens player, Lane Hutson. Michkov said, "He had a great season. I saw him play back in 2020. I told a friend, watch that guy. Now he's in the NHL." Michkov is not only playing well, he is also helping others. His support for Demidov shows that. He's not just a good player, he's becoming a leader. Demidov is trying to earn a top spot with the Canadiens. Michkov's words add pressure to Hughes and the team. He's saying, "You have a star, don't waste him." The two young Russians are close. Michkov said, "Vanya had a strong first game. Then he played in the playoffs. That experience will help him." When asked if Demidov has a big future, Michkov said, "Definitely. He just needs to stay healthy. If he keeps going in the right direction, everything will work out." Michkov was also asked if he'd change anything from last year. He said, "I'd do the same. Hockey is hockey. The only thing I'd change is learning to stay calm. I used to waste energy. Now I'm trying to stay calm." He wants to grow more next year, but he said his only goal is for the team to make the playoffs. He doesn't care about scoring more if the team is winning. The message from Michkov is clear. He wants to win. He wants to improve. He wants to help young players like Demidov, and he wants everyone to know Demidov is for real. It's not just praise, it's a warning. Michkov sees a star in Montreal, and now Kent Hughes and the whole NHL knows it too.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a machine. And he's out there creating energy for our team, scoring. He does it all. He does everything for us.
At 40 years old, the world's top goal scorer isn't slowing down. After a season where he shattered Wayne Gretzky's all-time record, Alex Ovechkin stunned reporters with a comment no one expected.
You can reach that milestone, and obviously, how I always said, without all my teammates, all my partners, you guys, obviously my family, my mom.
What he said sent waves through the NHL and left teammates speechless. While most athletes retire quietly, Ovechkin made headlines with brutal honesty and Zab bizarre joke about the Hershey Bears that no one saw coming. Washington Capitals captain Alex Ovechkin has confirmed that he will return for his 21st NHL season. The announcement comes just weeks after the conclusion of the 2024-25 campaign and in the wake of a playoff elimination at the hands of the Carolina Hurricanes. Ovechkin, who will turn 40 before the next season starts, is under contract for one more year. The Russian winger made the statement during his end-of-season media availability. While addressing reporters, Ovechkin remarked, "For me, it's first of all to make a roster when 40 years old, you know? I have to pass skating test." He followed the comment with a chuckle, but the statement resonated clearly. Despite his age and injury struggles, he intends to play. Ovechkin ended the 2024-25 regular season with 44 goals in just 65 games. He missed 16 games due to a broken leg but still led the Capitals in goals. More notably, he surpassed Wayne Gretzky's all-time NHL goals record earlier in the season, pushing his career total to 897. Ovechkin's remarkable consistency and endurance have continued to set him apart from his peers. After 20 seasons in the league, he remains one of the most effective goal scorers in professional hockey. He passed Gretzky's 894 goal mark on March 15, 2025, with a third-period slap shot against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That goal marked a historic milestone, ending a decades-long record that many believed would never fall. Teammate Tom Wilson, a longtime line mate and close friend, addressed the future without Ovechkin in Washington. Speaking to media after the season ended, Wilson admitted, "I don't want to think about the day where he's not a Cap. He's just such a big part of this organization. You guys know that. It's insane how big a part he is of DC hockey and everything he's done here." Wilson's reaction captured a growing awareness within the Capitals organization. The era defined by Ovechkin's dominance is gradually approaching its conclusion. Yet the player himself has no immediate plans to walk away. Instead, Ovechkin downplayed his age and leaned into his familiar sense of humor. "I just packed my stuff. I'm going to Hershey," Ovechkin said jokingly, referencing the AHL affiliate Hershey Bears and their ongoing playoff run. The comment was clearly made in jest, but it demonstrated Ovechkin's willingness to remain part of the Capitals system in any way necessary. Capitals head coach Spencer Carbery also weighed in during his own postseason remarks. "My understanding is he's under contract, so he'll be back next year," Carbery stated. His tone left no room for ambiguity. The Capitals anticipate Ovechkin's return for the 2025-26 season, a year that could bring additional records and milestones. The Capitals season ended with a 3-1 Game 6 loss to the Hurricanes in the second round of the playoffs. Despite a strong performance throughout the first round, the team failed to maintain momentum. Goaltending issues and offensive inconsistency plagued the Capitals in their final games, ultimately allowing Carolina to advance. Still, Ovechkin's presence remains central to Washington's identity. His performance in the playoffs, combined with his scoring output during the regular season, indicates a player capable of competing at a high level despite nearing 40 years of age. Over the past 2 decades, Ovechkin has become synonymous with the Washington Capitals. Drafted first overall in 2004, he's led the team to 17 playoff appearances, a Stanley Cup championship in 2018, and now he owns the NHL's all-time goals record. The significance of his presence is not lost on teammates. Wilson added, "It'll be a very weird day when that happens, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there." He's truly a legend in every meaning of the word. Although the Capitals have been transitioning toward younger talent in recent seasons, there is no indication that Ovechkin will be relegated to a secondary role. As of now, he continues to operate on the team's top line, logging substantial minutes and retaining power play duties. In terms of salary, Ovechkin is currently in the final year of a 5-year, $47.5 million deal signed in July 2021. The contract was structured to allow him the chance to chase Gretzky's record while remaining loyal to Washington. That mission has now been fulfilled, yet he still chooses to return. His decision, as confirmed by both himself and the organization, seems driven by 2 factors: love for the game and belief in the team's potential. "I'm looking forward for next year," Ovechkin said. "I just want to come back next year and see the team who's capable of winning the Stanley Cup." Despite his injury, his 44-goal campaign was among the most efficient of his career. According to NHL.com, he averaged 0.68 goals per game this season, the highest single-season rate he's posted since 2019. That level of productivity underscores his enduring value. During the 2024 offseason, Washington's front office is expected to make decisions that align with Ovechkin's final championship ambitions. Depth scoring, defensive depth, and goaltending stability are likely focal points. While the Capitals haven't advanced past the second round since their cup win, internal expectations remain high. Ovechkin's legacy is secure, but his continued presence offers strategic benefits beyond sentimentality. His drawing power as a player still generates ticket sales, media coverage, and global fan engagement. With 897 goals, he also has a chance to extend the all-time record to an unreachable height. The Capitals also maintain a strong locker room dynamic, partially due to Ovechkin's leadership style. He is widely regarded as a team-first player, often deferring attention even during personal milestones. His reaction to breaking Gretzky's record, minimal celebration and quick return to focus, mirrored that approach. While some critics had suggested that 2024-25 might be Ovechkin's final campaign, his own statements directly contradicted that speculation. He emphasized the need to pass the skating test, a clear acknowledgement that he still sees training camp as a competitive process rather than a formality. From a performance standpoint, Ovechkin's shot velocity, accuracy, and positioning remain elite. Analysts have noted that while his speed has declined marginally, his understanding of angles and goaltender tendencies has improved. His ability to operate from the left circle remains the most dangerous weapon in the Capitals' offensive arsenal. Teammates and coaches alike continue to speak about his preparation habits. Carberry noted earlier in the season